Red Sebastian, I'm very happy to have you on the set of Elle on the Go today with me. And your outfit is stunning.
Thank you.
Where do you come from, Mars?
Well, it's all red, but I like yours too. It's so glittery. It's yeah.
You know, I did watch your video, your music video, and I tried to give my own interpretation of the song. And I felt a little bit, sister act, but gone wild.
Yes. But I mean, the strobe lights, the lights reflecting on your outfit are, representing my song so good, I think.
Thank you.
Yes.
I made an effort. Tell me why you have that red color.
Well, it's always been my favorite color. It's like since I was very young, I always gravitate towards red. And, it's the color of love, passion, ambition, fieriness, and it's all those things that I want to express on stage. And so for me, it wasn't even a question that I should have a color in my name, in my stage name. So yeah, I mean, it's also very recognizable. My hair's red, I'm always all red, and it's good for the crowd to see, oh, that's that red singer. And yeah, it's my
the
favorite
red singer.
color. Yes.
It never gets too much.
For me, no. I also drive a red car. My home is almost entirely red. I have a red sofa, red chairs, red walls, even my
red
room.
walls?
Yeah, red
really?
walls.
What about the ceiling?
No, but I should paint it red.
Why not? Color block, tone color.
Would be fun though. But even like my room at my parents' house, my childhood home, also red desk, red walls. My life has always been red.
Red food. Did you try the diet when you eat the food based on the color? So yellow day, red day, blue day, green day. Did you
I
try
read
that?
about that. Yes, I should try it. It seems fun, like strawberries and then blueberries and bananas, then kiwis.
That's right. What's your relationship with fashion?
I actually love it a lot.
I could tell.
Yeah. I'm very much into, beautiful clothes and a good look. I think to this day, people always say that, the song is the most important. But to me, it's about the song, but it's also about the styling, about the act, and everything has to be, at the top of the game. I think if you're on stage in like a very, basic outfit that doesn't suit the song, then it's not good. You have to be on the top of your game with a good outfit that suits your song very well. So for me, it's very important.
Who are your fashion influences?
Well, I would say from a young age, I was very much into Lady Gaga.
Fashion influences? As a fashion influencer?
Yes, I mean, as the way she dresses as an artist, and the clothes that she wears, and through her, I got to know a lot of designers. I would say my favorite brand is Moschino.
Moschino.
Yes,
Very pop.
I love it. I mean, it's quirky, it's fun, it's very nice. But through Lady Gaga, I also discovered Versace, all those those really Dior, Chanel, all those brands, and I'm very much into discovering all the new, every season, all the new collections, and I'm always looking at everything and thinking, okay, what would fit me, if I had all the money in the world.
What is the number one accessory that you never leave your home without?
I would say my glasses.
Your
Yes,
glasses?
my red glasses.
The red ones?
Yes.
Oh, can I try them on?
Yes, of course.
Whoa. Usually they say that you look at life through pink glasses. Let's see the red ones. Whoa!
They suit you.
Wow, you guys should try. Wow. This is like all strawberry.
Yes.
That's amazing. I want to eat it all. Wow. I feel like in a party.
Yes, I always wear them, and to me they're they're very important. I would say like those, and I'll also a good jacket. You know, a good bomber jacket. It's also very important. So.
Are you more of a maximalist or minimalist?
Maximalist.
Yeah.
Yeah. In some, you know, in I think to me it's important that it all fits and goes together very well. So in certain points, you know, I'm only wearing a t-shirt underneath, but I love going all out, you know. Also, there's never too much glitter, you know, all those things. So I would say maximalist.
Yeah, you never feel overdressed.
No.
So it's better to overdress than underdressed, right?
Yes, yes. I love a good dress up, yeah.
What about your hair? Do you do it yourself?
My hairdresser in Austin at my hometown, you know, where I grew up, does it. And, you know, it was especially for Eurosong, the national finals, you know, the pre-selections in Belgium, that I did it because, you know, my name has been Red Sebastian since 2019, but it was also always this small little detail. I had always, you know, I had something red in my outfit, but it was very small. Then my manager said we should, you know, go all red.
Let's just dig you in.
Yeah. And so he was like, why don't you shave off your hair? Because I had longer hair. Go like to the buzz cut and dye it red. I was like, oh my God, I'm so scared of that. I mean, is it gonna suit me? And I was like, I called my hairdresser. I was like, we're 1 month of the first, I think it was a trailer we were gonna record. And I was like, we're 1 month away from that. And I wanna try it because we still have 1 month. And if it doesn't suit me, then I can shave it off and it's gonna be my natural dark blonde color. But I came out of the chair and I was like, I absolutely love this. This is my color.
Yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
So exciting.
And it's always weird to go back and if she shaves it off just before she dyes it again and it's almost completely out because it's so short, then I'm like, who is that?
Where am I?
Yeah, where am I? Like, I mean, I need my red hair. Yeah.
Do you have any beauty routine?
I do take my skincare very seriously.
Really?
Yes. Like,
what are the steps?
Every night I have like my face oil. Like I have to put that on and it gives like a good, you know, feeling that my skin is like glowy and healthy. And then I put on a hydrating serum. And then I put on my night cream. And then in the morning I do the same steps. But in my day cream, I put a little bit of tanning drops to have a little, you know, sun-kissed glow.
Yes.
And it's very simple, but I mean, it makes me look good. And I like that. I mean, I need it. So yeah.
And I love your makeup as well.
Thank you.
Are you into it?
Okay. Yes, I love playing around with makeup myself, but also sitting in the chair and letting, you know, a very, very, very talented makeup artist as Anke do my makeup.
Getting pampered.
Yes, I mean, I love both. If I have, you know, hours, I like to do it myself because I know I'm free and I have a lot of time.
What's your favorite product?
Wow, I would say black eyeshadow.
Black eyeshadow.
I love
that smoky.
Yeah, I love a good smoky eye. That's like my favorite look ever. Today I was like, I'm gonna wear all red. Usually I am, but I wanted to incorporate a little red in my eye look.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful combination because red and blue is just top notch. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, she said it to me too. She was like, your eyes are popping more. The blue is popping a lot. because of the warm colors.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Good choice. Very keen eye. Let's talk about Strobe Lights, your single, your song, the song that's gonna represent your country at the Eurovision. Strobe Lights.
Yes, it's a very special song to me. I wrote 12 songs for the pre-selections in Belgium.
12 songs?
12, yes. One summer.
Like an album only for Eurovision.
Yes, a complete entire album. And Strobe Lights actually was the 12th, the last song.
The last one?
Yeah. And I had written, a few different genres. I had like these poppy bops, I had like the big ballads, I had like this more Gaga inspired vibe. But I hadn't written, a good dance clubby song. And I came into the studio and I was like, I want to write that song where you just can't resist going to the dance floor and just go all out. Yes, and just be free. And we listened a lot to, the 90s dance EDM scene from Belgium, because we have a big history of EDM dance genre in Belgium. It's like a wide history. We have a lot of great Euro dance artists there. So I was like, if I'm going to represent Belgium at Eurovision, I want to do it with something traditionally Belgian. And so I try to incorporate the rave and the dance culture into my song. And I wrote it with 3 other amazing artists, and Strobe Lights were there. I mean, I really like the song. I really am so happy that I can represent my country with this song. Yeah.
When you heard the news, you're representing Eurovision this year in Basel 2025, what was your reaction? Where were you? How did that happen?
Well, I was at the national finals. We had like the pre-selections, and every one of the contestants performed, and then they, the jury gave points, and then the public could also vote. And then we got the jury points. I was, I think, at 140 points, and second to me was Mentisa, I think, with 70 points. So I was already a lot ahead, and I was like, oh my god, am I gonna win this?
Shaking.
And then Peter said, like, you have 423 points. So I was the winner. Second to me, I think it was Lise with 130 points. So I was like, wow, what just happened? It was surreal to be in that moment. I think my reaction was like, I have to block my face because I'm going to have an ugly cry face. So I immediately reached out to my face. I was like, okay, I'm crying. But it was so surreal because I have been mailing the VRT since 2017. They select a candidate every 2 years in Belgium.
Every 2 years, yeah.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Because we have the French side too, and they take turns.
Okay.
But since 2017, I was mailing.
That was your goal.
That I wanted to be the representative of Belgium. And
what were the emails like? Hi, I'm Red Sebastian. I want to represent Belgium at the Eurovision Song Contest.
Yes.
Please listen to my songs.
Yes, something like that. I was like, I love singing. I've been singing my whole life. It's my dream to be on that stage. Please listen to my demos and get back to me, please. And think of me when you select someone. They always replied, but always saying no, till last year. And I was so happy that I got the chance to be in the pre-selections and now representing my country. It's a big thing for me. I'm so grateful that I'm in this position at the moment.
Okay, what's the most memorable moment for you? Except Eurovision, of course, that happened.
Well, I really started at the bottom. I went to the conservatory in Ghent to study vocals there, and I wanted to be on stage, but you can't just start at, you know, the biggest venue. You have to start somewhere.
Yeah, of course.
And I did a lot of corporate events, weddings, receptions, like all those things.
Mm-hmm.
And the most memorable thing, the most weird place I ever performed was in the meadows with the cows. I did like a corporate event for a farming
Oh, nice.
company.
You had like all the bells ringing, ding, da-la-ling, da-la-ling.
And it was like a party for the farmers, and I was in between the cows, like giving it my all, singing my ass off. And it just like, it's still stuck in my head, that moment, because I really enjoyed it. It was very nice.
Different
but it was,
country.
Yeah. But it, you know, it reminds me that I have to be grateful to be at this stage, because, you know, I started, at the bottom and did all those things, and I would still do them. But it's nice to see that, you know, I went from there to Eurovision stage now.
What did you compromise in order to be here today?
I think I haven't compromised anything. You know, I always said to myself, if I'm gonna be on that stage, it's like one of the biggest stages in the world, then I have to be fully myself. Otherwise, it's not gonna be fun. I mean, there are like 150 million to 200 million people watching you, and if you're not yourself, then you're not going to be happy with your performance. So I was like, just be yourself and do everything as you want it to do, because otherwise you're not going to look back at it proudly. Yeah, so it's, for me, it's very important that I can be 100% myself. And that's also the thing that Eurovision always taught me. As a young kid, I watched Lordi win. I was a little bit afraid of them, but they showed me that, you know, even a band dressed as monsters can win this thing. So nothing's really too weird or too odd to be on that stage. And as a young kid, I really needed that, because I often felt like the odd one out. I wasn't a typical football guy. I was the one who wanted to sing and dance, and I played with Barbie dolls and dressed up as fairies and mermaids, you know. So Eurovision always comforted me in that way, and I was like, if I'm ever gonna do it, then I wanted to do it as myself and be who I am.
In a group of kids, when you were a child, who were you?
I was the, you know, the very creative, loud, odd one out, I would say. I was always singing, I was always drawing, I was always, you know, making art in every possible way. I was also, like, as a very little kid, I wasn't afraid to be myself. I just, you know, if I wanted to go to school dressed up as, you know, Beauty from Beauty and the Beast, then I just did. I was like...
Total freedom.
Yes, no one's gonna stop me. I look fabulous.
Of course. Are you more of a day person or a night owl?
I would say a night out, yes. I
Night
need
owl.
some time to, you know, wake up and you know, and only in the evening, I if I'm like very, you know, if I had a good night and rest, and then I'm like, okay, let's go. Yeah.
And what about sex? Day or night?
Well, in the morning.
Morning?
Yeah.
Why?
I like it the most.
A little espresso.
Yeah.
If you were an emoji, what would that emoji be?
That's a good one. I would say the crab emoji.
Oh, the crab.
Yeah. Because, you know, Red Sebastian, my name, is also inspired by Sebastian the crab in The Little Mermaid.
Oh, yes, that's right.
So, yeah, I would say the crab emoji. Yeah.
Did he had a song?
Yeah.
What was the song?
Under the sea, Under the sea. And I only, the Dutch, deep in the sea, deep in the sea. Al die sardientjes zijn toch mijn vriendjes, yippie, yeah.
Woo!
Yes.
Floating.
Yeah.
What is your guilty pleasure?
Okay. My guilty pleasure is a good chick flick. A good chick flick movie.
Chick flick?
Yeah, it's
What
like,
is a chick flick?
For instance, like Mean Girls.
Okay.
Like that's, we call it a chick flick because particularly women love to watch it. But I would say like the gals and the gays with, some good fries, like a very, very good
Dirty.
meal. Yes, yes. Or some pizza or like everything like on the table in front of the TV and just like eat everything you can with a good movie. Yes.
Love it. Yeah. Oh, I love that vibe. Let's organize it tonight. Movie
Let's
night.
do it.
Yoo-hoo! What's the thing that you packed first when you were coming to Basel for the Eurovision Song Contest?
Okay. My suitcase is all red. So I was like...
I had no doubt. At this stage, I had no doubt.
If I want to make it easy for me, I'm just going to put in all the red things first and then see if I have space left for other things.
Toothbrush and...
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, my toothbrush is even red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's also red. I mean, everything. And I also said, like, at a hotel, you usually get, like, your bedding is just white. I took a red one. With
from home?
Yeah, from home.
So that's your thing
and my
that you
own pillows, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Silky, satin, what kind of pillows have you got?
It's like this flannel fleece kind of thing that's very warm. It's very, I love like a very warm feeling at night and just lots of, blankets and lots of pillows. I like to feel as a queen in my bed.
Hot or cold blood?
Cold.
Cold blood? Why?
Yes, I just prefer cold over hot. Yeah.
I could have said like the contrary because like you are all flames.
Yes. But I think like also being hot, I think like being sweaty and that thing, I don't like it.
Cold blood.
Yeah.
Salty or sweet?
Salty.
Credit card or cash?
Credit card.
Cat or dog?
Cats. I actually, you want to see?
Yes.
It's my own cat.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Her name is Duchess.
Duchess, of course, Duchess.
She's the queen. She's really the queen, the diva.
What's her color? Is she red?
She's gray. She's a British short hair. Yeah, with like these orange fiery eyes, and she has a temper. Yes.
If you had to time travel, in the past or in the future?
I would do the past. I would go back to like the late 90s, early 2000s, like even for fashion. I like the Y2K vibe a lot, yeah.
What's your superpower?
My superpower, like something I dream of something I own?
Both.
I think my voice and...
Let's hear your voice.
Oh, okay.
Let's hear something.
What do you want me to
Let's do a
sing?
Gaga.
A Gaga song.
Yes.
What song do I... I'm beautiful in my way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way.
Woo! Fabulous.
Thank you.
Well, a big fan, I can say. So, between Lady Gaga and Madonna?
Lady Gaga, for sure.
Lady Gaga or Britney Spears?
Ooh, Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga or Bruno Mars?
Oh, that's a hard one. Still Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga or Miley Cyrus?
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga or Red Sebastian?
Well, Red Sebastian.
Let's leave it like that. If you could swap lives with an artist, who would that be for a day?
For a day, I think I would pick Christina Aguilera.
Christina.
Yeah. she's like, together with Whitney Houston, she's one of my biggest idols. And I just love her voice so much. So I would swap a day with her in like the burlesque era or like the dirty era also.
I can picture you there.
Like, yeah.
A night with an ex or a night with a stranger?
Oof, a night with a stranger, for sure. No
Where?
exes.
If you wrote a letter and put it in a bottle and throw it in the water, in the sea, and somewhere somebody found it after 100 years, what would your message be?
I think I would write, be kind to each other and, you know, have respect for each other. Because in this world, you don't have to, you know, get everything or, you know, think the same. But I think it's important to have respect for each other. And I mean, if someone doesn't like me, that's okay. But just let me be myself. And that's the message that I also want to spread to others. I mean, if everyone would be a little more kind and a little more respectful towards each other, this would be an even more beautiful world.
Amen. Thank you, Red Sebastian.
Thank you so much.
It was a great pleasure having here with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Elle on the go.